Eric Davis, Haydocy Airstream. We took in a 2012 19-foot flying cloud. This is a model that doesn't seem to sit on our property too long, so we're excited to have a 2012 flying cloud pristine Airstream on our lot. They traded up, obviously they went to a 25, but let's talk a little bit about the 19-footer. First of all Lexan. You've got this beautiful, they've gone to roll switches. You've got all tempered glass with the beautiful Lexan wraps. By the way, stainless steel. That's going to take care of all of the ground effect, but obviously it's also the rock guards are the cool thing. You've got dual deep cell batteries, so you've got two 12-volt deep cell batteries. This one also comes with the hitch system. You have the drop-down full spare tire, 30 pounds of propane, 60 pounds, twin 30-pound tanks, awesome. Now, we have the Barker leveling system. This will level your trailer, but also this is used for hitching. To have the electronic leveling system on a 19-foot platform is extremely cool. A couple of other things we've got. We've got a quick disconnect propane port. This will allow you to plug in that gas grill, maybe do something along the lines of a space heater. You can do, you can backflow into the actual system itself. So to have that additional propane port, bonus. Come on around. This 19-footer, extremely well equipped. Lockable potable water entrance. So all of your potable water will be keyed. Also, what's cool, you have an outdoor shower. Hot and cold running water with the shower head. This so we can hose off grandma, the kids, the dogs, to have an outside water, hot and cold running water. You're at the ocean, you're at the lake, to come out of there and have that opportunity, way cool. Now we also have a black water flush along with this is our entry into our city water connection. The great thing about this, it's already got the internal regulator. You're not gonna mess with any of the internal gaskets on this because of that regulator. Black water flush, very cool. This is what will take care of the black water tank. Picture, if you will, an umbrella, high pressure water, which flushes that whole system. Clean hands. This is your access port for your 30 amp service. Very cool. And then you also have that hookup for cable. This unit, by the way, features the Dexter axle system. That's that very low silhouette. You've got aluminum forged wheels. Airstream does what 70% of this vehicle's weight is from the floor level down. And then you add the Dexter axle system. What that means is everything that's on the inside of this trailer is not going to take the abuse. 19-foot flying cloud. Come on around. Just want to make a quick point about, yeah, this is the cool factor. This is an Airstream. We love that. But I want to point out, this has complete LED lighting system. What I mean by that, all of your exterior lights are all LED along with the braking lights. All of your running lamps are LED. Inside, outside. The 19-footer that's in the flying cloud, is the smallest Airstream made that has that complete LED lighting system. Extremely cool. You have additional storage, so you've got all kinds of storage with and those doors are insulated. And the one thing that you can't get, say, on a 16-foot Airstream, that you can get on this Airstream is a bumper. So you have a bumper that has inside storage. I'm loving that. That to me is the cool factor. You've got a bumper on an Airstream. Come on around. Okay, 19-footer, first of all, LED lighting. You've got the entire awning. This is a Sunbrella awning that is made by Zip-D Corporation. As far as the awning on the 19, doesn't get any better than this. And obviously what it does is it gives you that opportunity to have play outside as opposed to playing inside. Now let's talk about how this is really what Airstream is all about. You've got these beautiful solid cast aluminum hinges. On the 19 though, unlike the 16 footer, you've got all this light pouring in, buck riveted windows. Let's talk about how this door is made though. You've got radius, which gives you that R factor 8 insulation, very similar, if you will, to how an aircraft is produced. You have a fully welded screen door, people protector, kid protector, all of that, and that's got 16 welds on it. And when an Airstream door shuts, it shuts. And then you have this beautiful radius door. That's all about the quality of an Airstream. It takes Airstream 8 hours just to manufacture the door. And in the 19, you also have outside ground fault hookups, along with the entry into our Airstream. Come on in. As you walk into the 19, obviously what catches your eye is all the beautiful accoutrement, the upholstery. But here's what I love. All of your controls are at your fingertips. This would be your interior lighting, that's all on rheostats. You've got all of your step and exterior lighting. You've got your battery disconnect switch, so when you walk into the unit, everything is at your fingertips. Beautifully accomplished. But what I love is what we can see on the interior. The first thing that catches your eye in the 19 is all of the light that pours in here. From your dual porthole windows to the entire panoramic wraparound. And then of course you start seeing the decor. We're talking about the beautiful maple flying cloud doors. And by the way, when you open that door on a flying cloud, it's all bolted hardware. And of course this unit has the Samsung DVD Blu-ray player. You're completely set up. All of the lighting is all, hold on, there we go, is all LED lighting. So you have LED reading lamps, down lamps. You've got the beautiful Golden Night. This is all Wilson Art laminate. And this allows you, by the way, to drop that into a dual sleeper. And then as we do the walk around, let's check out the galley. All that wonderful lighting. And then look at this. You have the overhead European vented fan, but you still have access to the entire cabinets of this unit. And then you have the high-rise mowing with, by the way, you also have that great little cutting board. So that gives you all of that surface area. You have a 3-burner high output range. This unit is equipped with a convection microwave, so you have that opportunity to cook with the hot air. But look at the storage in here. You've got pantry storage, you've got undermount storage, and then of course you move directly into pantry or wardrobe storage. Also, with the fantastic fan that you have pulling all this air in, you also have at your fingertips your computer monitor panel, which will allow you to monitor all the tanks, all of the processes that goes on in the 19-footer. And then over here you're going to see a 22-inch HD LED Samsung television that wraps around so that we can access the entire back end of. And then you have the big Dometic. What I mean by the big Dometic is this is, by the way, this is what we call a smart refrigerator. It will automatically switch over from propane to electric. So if you're setting up at the house to go on vacation, guess what? This will know that you're either setting up, you're plugged in, or you're ready to roll. By the way, look at the pantry space here. So for canned goods, so I love how they've designed this unit. Now let's check out the master. So the master in the 19 sets up pretty well. If you need the privacy, you have a privacy panel that locks into position here, and this allows us to shut off all of the back edge of the 19-footer if we have guests. So we set up that beautifully, because that allows us to check out the master. You have all of this beautiful air that can, on the 19-footer, you have dual fantastic fans. Tens of thousands of cubic feet of air can move through there. But look what else we have. We have exterior windows that surround the sleeping quarters. So all of that fun air can be pulled through here. And look at all of this storage. You've got overhead storage rear, overhead storage on the side, and you have storage undermount for the bed. So you have access underneath. So once again, the master bedroom setup is beautiful. The 19-footer gives you the opportunity on a small platform to have that dedicated porcelain toilet with spray nozzle. You have the overhead vented fan for the shower, which by the way has a self-wicking shower. So and plenty of room in that lavatory to change your socks. What's great about this 19-footer is that is a beautifully designed space with, unlike the 16-footer where it's a wet wash, this is a dedicated lavatory. The vanity setup is beautiful. First of all, you've got all this beautiful undermount storage. You've got stainless steel sink, storage, certainly medicine cabinet storage, overhead storage, which is beautiful. And then, of course, you've got all of this, all of the controls are at your fingertips here. All of your light controls are here. And then you have the Dometic system. This is a set it and forget it heating and cooling system, along with the access panel for your water heater, which by the way runs off of either electric or gas. The 19-footer, from the standpoint of all this convenience, doesn't get any better than this. The 19-foot Flying Cloud, while this has all the specialty items, if you will, of a 2015, this has the luxury of being a extremely perfect 2012 model. So once again, I want to thank you for giving us a shout out. Eric Davis, Haydocy Airstream, area code 614-279-8880, or you can get me via email, eric@haydocy.com. Perfection in a 19 doesn't happen too often on our lot. Give me a call. Let's drive away with a new Airstream.